The ultimate thing that can change your business is a change in your psychology and emotion. You're going to get out of this what you put into it. If you're willing to say, I'm going all in because I'm going to get these skills, the results will be magnificent. Problems are a sign of life. When a problem shows up, it disrupts us out of our normal pattern. It calls us to go on a journey. Our goal here is not to not have problems. In fact, the biggest problem people have is they think they're not supposed to have any. All problems provide some form of gift. It's our job to find the gift. It is a call to wake you up to grow, to go on the journey, to do what's uncomfortable, to learn some new things, meet a new mentor, find some new allies, fight the good fight, slay the dragon you're afraid of, and go to the next level of your life and be your true self. We have to learn there's two worlds to conquer. That one out there and this one inside. Problems disappear when suddenly we become more than the problem. The way you get out of suffering is you trade your expectations for appreciation, and your whole life will change in that moment. Most people today are busy making a living, and they have not taken the time to design their life. And this is about living life intentionally instead of in reaction. And that's what RPM is. It's a simple system of thinking above all else. If you don't use any paper, any computer system, anything, and all you do is take the system of thinking, I promise you it'll be a complete life changer. If you get yourself to the place where there's something you want to serve more than yourself, then you're serving more of life, and life gives you answers, insights. If you're trying to serve your family and you're really there, you get different insights than just for yourself. Someone who knows the more often they play, the more likely they die. What kind of person keeps playing? Somebody who inside themselves says, I'm not going down. We come up with these stories and we tell themselves so often we start to believe it, but there's a deeper truth always. What if you're already enough? The truth is you wouldn't be here if you weren't worth it. Life is only here for those that are worth it. So if you and I want to have extraordinary life, we need extraordinary standards. It's that simple. The level where all the rewards are is just 2 millimeters more. And it's called outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. It's a standard in your heart where you won't settle for anything less. Outstanding is there's nothing left in you and you still find more. And you do it over and over again until one day you discover you are that more. And everything in your life changes forever. Anticipation is the ultimate power. Losers react. Leaders anticipate. The only thing that controls your experience of life is the meaning you give things. Meaning equals emotion. Emotion equals life.
May we discover kinder and truer ways for us to navigate our inner world. Because today is really about exploring. It's about accessing. It's about remembering and choosing to live a life beyond the many roles and identities and demands and responsibilities of our day-to-day life. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to live fully as women, no matter what is happening in the external world. All is well. All here navigating this inner labyrinth of mind, which is humbling. How many of you can be humbled by your thoughts and beliefs, specifically the stressful ones? Yes. And so how extraordinary that we come together to be able to learn and connect to ways, and collectively and individually, so that we can navigate this one precious life. We have a belief and a story that we're not loved. We miss the blessedness. Love is, I'm blessed with this gift called life, and I get to extend that and bless life around me and fall in love. Amazing souls, all of you. It's love reflecting love. And that changes us as we offer that rather than expect it. It's not about being loving every moment. It's about actually being authentic.
You'll have challenges, but it's going to be immeasurably beautiful, much more beautiful than sitting on the sideline. And you can't anyway, because life is moving. Life is a river. We are not here just manage our circumstances. We were built as creators. We can create life on our terms, and that's what destiny is. Who are you going to become? What are you here to give? How are you here to live? What are you going to experience while you're here? Because destiny is not just some little goal. It's what do you want your life to be about? Who are you here to become? What are you here to give? Problems are not permanent. Only your soul is permanent. You make no progress focused on what you don't want. Clarity is power. If you know what you really want, why you want it, that's different than the earlier conversation, which she's telling me what you didn't want. So you have to start with what do I really want? And most importantly, the fuel is why you want it. And you have to have strong enough reasons to actually follow through when it gets uncomfortable, because it's going to get uncomfortable. And that's the first step. If you said I want something and you can't tell me what you want, that's where we need to start. The second one is you got to find and face the truth. Does the truth will set you free? What does that mean? You got to be clear and honest about where you really are compared to where you want to be. How many of you have some areas of your life where you are not where you want to be? How many some areas where you're actually doing great? You're proud of where you are in that area of your life. The only way you improve once you know what you want, why you want it, is to tell yourself the truth about why you're there. In other words, describe the gap with clarity. And what's the third step? You're going to dissolve and create a map. A map is a massive action plan. And you don't wait till you know the perfect thing to do. You just simply sit down and say, okay, what's worth trying? What can I do right now? Not, I'm going to wait, spend 20 days to come up with a map. No. This is a massive action plan. What am I going to do now? What are all the ways I could get to the result I want? You brainstorm them all. And you're not going to do all those things. And I'll say that to many of you afterwards. Tell me 2 or 3 things you're going to do out of this, so I know you're going to take not just the understanding what's stopping you, but you know what to do. And then the fourth one, and these first 4 are the majority of it, you got to do what's hard. That's what everybody tries to avoid. You got to slay your dragons. So the dragon, hers is fear. It's not even her husband, it's fear. Her dragon is she wants all of her love to come from her daughter because it's safe love. If she had other forms of love in her life, she wouldn't be in this fearful place, right? And when you slay the dragon, you will transform. And the dragon is almost always an emotion or a limiting belief. Now all you do, you go to step 5. You want to keep the momentum, you need a daily practice so that now there's something you do every day that keeps you moving forward. Some kind of daily practice that'll guarantee progress. Progress will lead to what you want. And then 6, once you do that, you just need to keep raising the standard a little bit. Get a little better, demand a little more. And by the way, you can only do that if you measure things. If you're in business, if you don't measure it, you're not managing it. If I only measure once a month, I'm going to do 12 times better. I got 12 times to improve it instead of 1. You might have bad months, but you're not going to have a bad year. If I measure it weekly, you're not going to have a bad month. If I measure it daily, you won't have any bad weeks. Some things, when I first take over a company, I'll measure them 3 times a day. And where focus goes, energy what? And then the 7th step, you're there. The 7th step in all this is really simple. You're on your path. Flip it up there for everybody. But now what you're going to do is you want to celebrate it, right? Life's a gift, so you want to celebrate and you want to appreciate where you are. Because otherwise you're always trying to do something. It's good to stop and celebrate because the brain goes, it was worth it. And if it's worth it and I'm celebrated and I build on success, guess what the end of the step is? You're going to pick what's the next level. And you'll start this again. What do I want now? Our energy is everything. But here's the challenge, and I'm sure you've experienced this. How many of you have days when you wake up in the morning and your brain says, let's go get him, and your body says, I can't get out of bed? Or how many of you have days when you wake up in the morning and you think to yourself, I don't want to talk to people today? But if you don't talk to people, your business doesn't grow, your career doesn't go anywhere, your family doesn't go anywhere, you don't go anywhere. And if you think it, oh, how are you doing? I'm good. Aren't you good? Yes, we're good. We all know fake, right? There's so much fake in our society. I mean, even reality television is fake. People are starving for something real, right? So what do you do if you're exhausted and you know you need the energy? Well, the answer to that question is based on where do you think energy comes from? So it's also, though, not only the mind, it's a habit. And that's the problem with COVID. We have habits we don't even realize we have. So I want you to know how you can snap into this place when you need to, even if you're exhausted. And the way to do that is the way you move. Movement creates emotional change. Movement produces energy. In fact, you know a child, because when they walk into the, ever see a kid do this? They walk into the living room like this, and then they go, whoa! And they walk out like nothing happened. And you know someone's old because they barely move. No movement is also called death, right? So we want to move, which includes our voice and our face. The way we use our face changes our energy. Our voice does it, but our voice is movement also. If you laugh and enjoy laughing, it's because it creates internal movements that you don't normally make. So singing is the same thing. People love to sing. It's creating that movement. You don't have to let anybody see it. But once you open your brain, once your energy's flowing, it feels so much better. Take all of that into your heart and soul. In you, as you. It's the real you. Free of the bullshit, free of the limiting stories, free of the past. Back to the deeper truth of who you are as a soul, as a spirit. You don't have to be the manager of your circumstances. You can now again be the creator of your life.